Okay. Do you feel that volunteering is important, and why?
I do think it's extremely important. One, I think it just widens your worldview. It allows you to see things through a different lens. Maybe pushes you a little bit to consider other, well, not only other viewpoints and meeting other people, but also in learning a little bit more about what's going on in the community, whether that's local, nationally, or on a global level, and how all those things are connected. I also think it is a lot of fun. A lot of times students, even though they may do it because it's required for a class, they actually find that they really like it and they want to keep doing it. I personally think it can really enhance what you're learning in the classroom. So especially if you can do a volunteer project that ties into something you're interested in or something you're learning, I think just the idea that a lot of us learn better by doing. So if we can get you out in the community, and it would really be mutually beneficial so that you're getting a chance to apply what you're learning in the classroom in a real-world setting, but then you're also helping a community partner. I think that's one of the real strengths of volunteering and community engagement. I also think for a lot of students, it may allow them to test career choices. In other words, you may really think that you want to be an elementary school teacher, and you go and you volunteer at the Boys and Girls Club, and you realize that you actually have a real passion for high school students, and that you are much better suited to work with high school students. Or you may want to be a dentist, and you may volunteer at the Truth Truck, and realize that you cannot stand looking at people's mouths all day. So it really can be a good way to kind of test career choices as well. And then, like I kind of alluded to at the beginning, I really do think it allows students just a different perspective and to connect with the community, and I think that's important. And I will say it looks really good on your resume. It shows employers, well, one, it can give you a chance to cultivate the very skills they're looking for, like teamwork and leadership, and be able to take on and do project management, but also just the idea that you are dedicated to your community is a strong selling point.
Okay, and what is your favorite part about your job?
It's tough. I really feel blessed because my job, I have one foot kind of at the university where I'm getting to work with students and faculty and staff, and so I'd have to say I really enjoy getting to work with all the different pieces of the university. I'm not just students or just staff or just faculty. I get to interact with all of them. But then also the other part of my job is that I have one foot out in the community. We're the Office of Community Outreach and Leadership Development. So I get to go out and meet with the different community partners and find out what do they need and try to come up with creative ways that we can partner and get our students and really the entire Drury community involved. So I have to say that's my favorite part. And it may drive some people nuts that my job changes so much day to day, that I have so many meetings, but I actually really like it.
Okay, and then how can Drury students get involved with volunteering?
There are lots of different ways. One, they can come to us and just ask and let us know what they're passionate about or interested in, and we will help match them up so we can kind of help place them. Two, we actually organize service. Our Project Panther monthly service projects, our Project Panther service days, those are once a month. We organize them, so all Drury students have to do is show up. There's the Drury Volunteer Corps, which is actually a student-driven service organization, which is housed out of our office, but it is really a student club, and they do a variety of events both on and off campus to provide direct service or just philanthropy and really just raising awareness. Then we'll do huge scale projects like the Smart Mob, which you may remember we went down to Joplin last year, and we're probably going to try to do another one coming up soon. So there's huge giant events like that. We partnered with the Convocation theme this year, and we've done some really cool stuff. We actually allowed students to, in the fall, vote on the social issue they were most interested in, and then this spring during National Volunteer Week, we're going to rally around that topic, which was underprivileged youth, and do service all week long around that topic. So students, all they have to do is sign up, and we're going to have a huge variety. And so we partnered with the Convocation theme on that with actually Jonathan Groves. And you can do service through your classes. Now under the new core curriculum, there's something called curricular service learning where certain classes have been designated. And if you take those classes, you're going to be doing service, but you're also going to fulfill the engaged learning graduation requirement. And then the one you're familiar with, Summit Park, is where you actually get to combine service with the residential component and really working as a team and developing leadership skills through that experience. And I can keep going on, but basically there's just lots of stuff. If you want to find out kind of what's going on this, how you get the information side of things, we have a website. We also have Twitter and Facebook. And then we send out emails every once in a while to the students, just letting them know about a need that's coming up, and then finally decal.
Okay, and then one more I thought of is, like, what are some of the things in the community that Drury students like volunteer at? Like, what are some of the different organizations that are out there?
Okay, actually, you saying that made me think of something. When you asked me like how students volunteer, a lot of students, faculty and staff, don't even go through our office. That's actually one of the things I love about Drury, is there are people doing amazing things that don't even like come through our office. They're just on their own taking initiative, and that's great. They don't have to go through us. We do ask that they at least tell us what they're doing so we can record their service hours, but it's kind of the same way. So I can tell you the ones I know about that our office helps with, but just know that they're students volunteering without even going through us, just kind of on their own, which I think is really great. So we do our America Reads, America Counts program, where we place students out in Title I schools or after-school programs working with at-risk youth. And although that is a paid work-study position, they're providing a service, and that's our America Reads, America Counts program. But we also place tutors who are just completely volunteering at those sites. We do a lot of projects with the Boys and Girls Clubs. There's lots of different clubs right around Drury. There's 2 that are very close, so we tend to send a lot of students there. We do some huge events throughout the year, like our Young Athletes Day, where we invited children from Boyd and the area Boys and Girls Clubs and the Regional Girls Shelter and the Good Samaritan Boys Ranch to come on to campus and do some different activities with our student athletes. I mentioned to you the Smart Mob already, so you know about that. We also, if you want to know a complete listing of what all the different summer park projects do, there's a website. I'm telling you stuff you already know, but you can see. But they do a wide variety of everything from historically it's been animals, the elderly, at-risk youth. There's a new one this year that's built around helping children respond to crisis through the arts. So Summit they're really creative in their projects. And then our office, the National Volunteer Week, there'll be everything from working with the youth of Rare Breed, which are homeless youth or youth in transition, to doing a park project and helping the Ronald McDonald House serving a meal, to helping Harmony House kind of do a beautification project for them. Harmony House is the domestic abuse and family violence shelter. Really, it's just a huge web of variety of opportunities that we try to respond to. What drives us is either what the community says they need or what students express an interest in. That is how we try to come up with our projects.
So it's pretty much if someone comes to you and says, "This is what I'm interested in," then there's going to be something
we're going to try to find something for them. That's
yeah.
Right. Or if a community partner says, "We have this need, we really need students," we will then try to get students to engage in that and respond.
Well, that sounds good. I think this should work just fine. So.
Okay, great. If you do have additional, let me